you ever imagined that a tiny coin, once exchanged for everyday purchases during the British Raj, could someday become one of the most fascinating treasures sought by collectors around the world? What if a simple quarter anna from 1936 held secrets that most people have never discovered? Before we uncover the incredible story behind this historic coin, make sure you subscribe to Coin Collection 1 because this channel is where history, mystery, and the hidden fortunes of rare coins come together. Today's journey will take us deep into the world of the 1936 British India 1/4 anna, a coin that represents far more than its face value. It is a surviving witness to the final years of British colonial rule, an artifact of economic history, and for a lucky few collectors, a potentially valuable collectible whose rare varieties have captured worldwide attention. The British India 1/4 anna of 1936 was issued during one of the most important periods in Indian history. The year 1936 fell during the reign of King George V, whose portrait had appeared on Indian coinage since 1911. Although millions of Indians handled these coins every day, very few could have imagined that decades later collectors across the globe would carefully examine every detail of these small copper pieces. Each coin silently witnessed the changing political climate, the growing independence movement, and the daily lives of millions of ordinary people. Every scratch and every worn surface tells a story of countless hands that once relied on this humble coin for trade and survival. The quarter anna was an important denomination within the British Indian monetary system. During that era, 16 annas made 1 rupee, making the quarter anna equal to 1/64 of a rupee. While that may sound insignificant today, the purchasing power of this coin during the 1930s was surprisingly meaningful. It could buy everyday necessities and represented an essential part of daily commerce. The coin circulated in villages, towns, railway stations, local markets, and busy commercial centers across the Indian subcontinent. The obverse of the 1936 quarter anna features the crown portrait of King George V, Emperor of India. The portrait presents the monarch facing left, wearing the imperial state crown. Around the portrait appears the inscription identifying him as George V, King and Emperor. This design symbolized British authority over India and served as a reminder that every official coin represented the British crown. The portrait itself was created by renowned Australian sculptor Sir Edgar Bertram Mackennal, whose work appeared on many coins throughout the British Empire. His artistic skill combined realism with royal dignity, making his portrait one of the most recognizable images in numismatic history. Turning to the reverse reveals the denomination surrounded by an elegant ornamental design inspired by Indian artistic traditions. The reverse displays 1/4 anna India 1936 within a decorative frame that beautifully blends British minting traditions with Indian cultural influences. This combination of imperial symbolism and regional artistic elements makes the quarter anna visually distinctive and historically important. The coin was struck in bronze, giving it its familiar reddish-brown appearance when freshly minted. Over decades of circulation, most surviving examples developed rich chocolate brown tones or darker patinas that many collectors actually prefer because they indicate natural aging. The composition typically consisted primarily of copper with smaller amounts of tin and zinc to improve durability. Its diameter measured approximately 25.4 millimeters, while the weight was about 4.85 grams. Despite its modest size, every detail was carefully engraved to ensure clarity and durability during years of circulation. Most 1936 quarter anna coins were produced at the Bombay Mint, identifiable by a small diamond mint mark beneath the date. Some coins were struck without a mint mark, generally indicating production at the Calcutta Mint. Understanding mint marks is one of the first skills every serious collector should learn because certain mint combinations are scarcer than others. Although both mints produced quality coins, differences in production numbers and surviving populations influence collector demand today. The minting process itself was a remarkable achievement of industrial precision during the early 20th century. Sheets of bronze alloy were rolled to exact thickness before circular blanks were punched out. Each blank underwent careful heating and cleaning to soften the metal before striking. Powerful presses then forced engraved dies into both sides of the blank with tremendous pressure, transferring every detail onto the finished coin. Workers inspected samples throughout production to maintain quality standards. Even with these precautions, occasional striking errors escaped inspection, creating the rare varieties that collectors now treasure. The historical background surrounding the 1936 quarter anna is just as fascinating as the coin itself. India in 1936 was experiencing profound political transformation. The Government of India Act of 1935 had recently introduced significant constitutional reforms. Nationalist movements led by figures such as and were gaining strength, while economic challenges from the Great Depression still affected millions. Every quarter anna circulating through markets and villages existed within this dramatic chapter of history. Holding one today is like holding a small piece of that remarkable era. Because these coins circulated heavily, most surviving examples show significant wear. Coins graded good or very good often have smooth surfaces and partially worn lettering. Fine examples retain stronger detail, while extremely fine specimens preserve much of the original design. Uncirculated coins, especially those with original mint luster, are considerably scarcer and command much stronger premiums among collectors. Professional grading has become increasingly important in today's numismatic market. Independent grading companies evaluate a coin's authenticity, preservation, strike quality, and overall condition before assigning a numerical grade. A difference of only a few grading points can dramatically change market value. Collectors seeking investment-quality coins generally prefer professionally certified examples because grading provides confidence in authenticity and condition. Authentication is equally important. Genuine 1936 quarter anna coins should display crisp lettering, consistent weight, correct diameter, and proper metal composition. Counterfeit coins often reveal soft details, incorrect fonts, unusual surfaces, or inaccurate weights. Experienced collectors also examine the edge, die characteristics, and natural agging patterns. A genuine coin develops wear and patina differently from artificially aged reproductions. Anyone considering an expensive purchase should compare the coin with certified examples or consult a trusted numismatic expert. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting this coin involves mint errors. During production, small mistakes occasionally occurred that transformed ordinary coins into extraordinary rarities. Off-center strikes, die cracks, double strikes, rotated dies, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and dramatic die cuts are all examples of mint errors that collectors eagerly pursue. Error coins exist because no minting process is absolutely perfect. Ironically, these manufacturing mistakes often become the most valuable pieces decades later. Collectors also search carefully for die varieties. Tiny differences in lettering, spacing, date placement, or decorative elements may indicate distinct die pairs used during production. Some varieties remain underappreciated until researchers document them, meaning attentive collectors occasionally discover overlooked treasures hiding within ordinary collections. Stories of remarkable discoveries continue to inspire collectors around the world. Estate sales, inherited collections, forgotten family boxes, and old coin jars have occasionally yielded exceptionally preserved British India coins worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Such discoveries fuel the excitement of numismatics because every old coin carries the possibility of an unexpected surprise. Many people hear sensational claims that a 1936 quarter anna is worth $1 million. It is important to understand the reality behind such headlines. A typical circulated 1936 British India 1/4 anna is generally worth a modest amount, depending on condition, rarity, and collector demand. Exceptionally high prices, approaching hundreds of thousands or even $1 million in any currency, would generally apply only to an extraordinary combination of factors, such as an extremely rare mint error, a unique variety previously unknown, a nearly perfect mint state specimen with exceptional provenance, or a record-setting auction involving an exceptionally rare piece. Ordinary circulated examples do not reach such values. Auction history demonstrates how dramatically condition influences price. Common circulated examples may sell for relatively modest amounts, while pristine certified specimens can realize many times more. Rare errors and elite condition coins consistently attract competitive bidding because advanced collectors often spend years searching for the finest known examples. Provenance also matters. Coins with documented ownership from famous collections frequently receive additional attention and stronger auction results. Preserving a historic coin properly is essential for maintaining both its beauty and value. Collectors should avoid polishing or cleaning old bronze coins because cleaning permanently damages original surfaces and usually reduces collector value. Instead, coins should be stored in acid-free holders, capsules, or archival quality albums away from excessive humidity and direct sunlight. Handling should always occur by the edges to avoid fingerprints that may eventually stain the metal. Investment potential remains another reason collectors pursue British India coinage. Historic coins combine tangible assets with historical significance. Their value depends on rarity, collector demand, certified condition, and long-term market trends rather than precious metal content alone. While no collectible guarantees financial returns, high-quality British India coins have demonstrated enduring popularity among collectors in India and internationally. As interest in colonial history and Indian numismatics continues to grow, demand for attractive examples often strengthens as well. Several myths surround the 1936 quarter anna. Some believe every coin from 1936 is automatically rare. Others assume every old coin is worth a fortune. In reality, rarity depends on surviving population, condition, mint mark, varieties, and collector demand rather than age alone. Another common misconception is that dark patina indicates damage. On the contrary, natural original patina is often appreciated by experienced collectors because it confirms originality and decades of undisturbed agging. What truly makes the 1936 British India 1/4 anna special is not simply its monetary value, but its remarkable historical journey. This small bronze coin traveled through an empire on the verge of transformation. It witnessed bustling colonial marketplaces, railway stations filled with travelers, agricultural communities, and cities experiencing rapid political change. It survived war, independence, changing currencies, and generations of ownership before finally becoming a treasured collectible admired by historians and numismatists alike. Every collector eventually develops a personal connection with coins like this. Some appreciate the artistry. Others admire the engineering required to produce millions of identical pieces with remarkable precision. Many are captivated by the history each coin represents. Regardless of the motivation, the quarter anna offers an unforgettable gateway into the fascinating world of British India coinage. Whether you already own a 1936 British India 1/4 anna or hope to discover one someday, remember to examine every detail carefully. Check the mint mark beneath the date, study the strike quality, inspect for unusual errors or varieties, preserve the original surfaces, and never rush into buying or selling without proper research. The smallest detail can sometimes separate an ordinary collectible from an extraordinary rarity. As our journey comes to an end, one thing becomes clear. The 1936 British India 1/4 anna is far more than an old bronze coin. It is a survivor of history, a masterpiece of minting craftsmanship, a witness to one of the world's greatest political transformations, and a lasting reminder that even the smallest objects can preserve the greatest stories. While most examples remain affordable historical collectibles, the rarest era coins, finest certified specimens, and exceptional auction pieces demonstrate just how extraordinary this humble denomination can become. If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden history and fascinating secrets behind the 1936 British India 1/4 anna, don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to Coin Collection 1, share this documentary with fellow coin enthusiasts, and leave a comment telling us whether you own this remarkable coin or hope to add one to your collection. Until our next adventure into the incredible world of rare and historic coins, keep searching, keep learning, and remember that the next extraordinary treasure could already be waiting in an old collection, a forgotten drawer, or even in your own hands.